afternoon. Thank you so much for having me. This is always one of my favorite events that we get to go to. And there's a couple of things I just want to share. So I obviously, well, not obviously, but it's always a little challenging when we talk about the programs that AIM High provides, because I'm probably not the typical parent that you would think would be able to send their kids to AIM High. So although I may be that 1% of middle-class families that are able to go there, I'm a single parent, and I'm raising my kids in the baby Hunters Point, and I also work for Mayor Lee, formerly with Mayor Newsom, and so those hours are not 9 to 5. And so AIM High has actually been really supportive in the work that I've been doing for the city, and has supported my family in ways that I could just never really express, because they're in a safe and in a warm and nurturing environment every single day for those 5 weeks, and it's just tremendous. I just want to thank Warren and Doug especially for bringing us together for the lunch. This is something that we really appreciate, especially around our business leaders, because we as a school district, and I'm going to be wearing multiple hats. I have a little bit of schizophrenia, so you got to just kind of follow along if you can. But our business leaders are so important to the academic success of our schools, and I don't think that we have been able to express that loudly enough. And the two of you show up constantly, and we really appreciate what you do to show that San Francisco needs a well-educated workforce, first of all, but need to be able to also raise their families in the city and stay in the city, and so we thank you for that. Last year, San Francisco Unified School District set a policy where A through G was a requirement. We were actually graduating students by the thousands without having them even be eligible for UC and CSU. So in 9th grade this year, you have to start with your A through G, and you have to graduate A through G. And how we get there are with partners like AIM High. And we are really counting on them to be sure to provide not only the academic support, but also the activities end of it, which is a very unique program in this school district. So we are challenged with many of our our Rec and Park department is expanding their programming, but so much of it is around the health and well-being of our students, and they get to spend a lot of activity outdoors. And then we have summer school, which we can only provide for our kids who need credit recovery, special education, and this year we're actually focusing in on our A through G kids in 9th grade who couldn't quite get through their core classes and ended up with D's and F's. But partners like AIM High ensure that there's not only the academic component of it, but the activity component of it. So you're looking at algebra to poetry, and you're looking at theoretical science, and then the ability to do hands-on at the exploratorium. This is a unique and unusual program that our kids just love. And it's remarkable that you guys have been able to withstand, especially this economic time, for 25 years. That is tremendous and a great way to really speak to the value of this organization. The last thing I'll say is we've been really talking a lot more about absenteeism and truancy and what it is that we need to do to get our kids back in school. And it's an incredible cost not only to the school district but to the city when our kids aren't in those seats and aren't active and aren't engaged. And what AIM High has been able to do is to re-engage so many of our students who have given up on school, who don't want to be there, who feel less confident about being there. But what they're seeing over the summer is a big boost in what it is that they need to do in order to perform. They're seeing a big boost in their own potential. And AIM High feeds them in a way that they've never been fed before. So when they go back to school in the fall, they're up to speed with their peers. They're feeling a lot more confident being in the classroom, and they're feeling like they can participate in a way that they've never had before. And what that equates to is being back in school and being back in the classroom. So AIM High, thank you so much for doing that for so many of our kids. We need, though, for you to do it for more of our kids. And I hope that that's why all of you are here today, because we want to be able to expand this program, we want to be able to maintain this program and sustain it. And we just want to thank AIM High so much for the value that you bring to San Francisco Unified School District and to the city. And as a parent, thank you.